This sort is focusing on the long O sound, like in the word whole, versus a sound that is heard in words like point or boy. Both OY and OI are called diphthongs, and these letters, OY and OI, work together to make the sound oi. So in this sort, we're going to be listening to hear if we hear a long O sound, O, or if we hear the diphthong, OY or OI, which both say oi. O, oi. And then once we hear the oi sound, we're going to figure out, does it use the spelling pattern OY, or does it use the spelling pattern OI, and we'll sort that way. So let's try a few together here. This is the word toy. I hear that oi sound, the diphthong OY, so I'm going to put it over here, and then depending on how it's spelled, I can sort it further. Toy has OY, like in boy, so that one belongs here. Here's the word broil. That's like if you're cooking something really hot. Broil, I hear the oi sound in the middle there, and based on the spelling pattern, I know that it belongs here. We'll sort some more. This is joint, like the elbow joint or your knee joint where things meet. Again, I hear an oi sound, and I see the spelling pattern OI, so I know that it belongs over here. Here's the word loan. In this word, I don't hear an oi sound like OI or OY. I hear a long O sound like whole, loan. So I'm going to put that one over there. Here's the word noise. Noise. I hear an oi sound in the middle, ois. And I see the spelling pattern OI. Here's the word cloak. Cloak is like a coat that you would put on, or a fancy coat that you can wear. I hear an O sound in this word, a long O sound. So I'm going to put it with my other long O words. This is the word foil, like you might wrap food in when you're cooking, or to line something with foil. I hear an oi sound, and I see the spelling pattern OI. Here's the word voice. Voice, I hear an oi sound in the middle, and I see OI. However, with this word, it ends in an E, and so we're going to sort this one separately because we know that E is bossy and it changes the sound of the vowels usually. However, in this word, it doesn't because OI is still saying its name. Here's the word soil, like the dirt that you dig in. Soil, we hear oi, and then we see this spelling pattern OI. And you know what? Just like voice down here has that E that makes it an oddball because it says the same sound as these up here, but it ends in an E. We need to put noise down here for the same reason. I apologize, I didn't see that one before. Okay. Let's keep sorting. Here's the word joy. Joy, we hear the oi sound and we see OY. Here's the word soy. Soy, like soy sauce that you might cook with. Again, we hear and see oi, this time with an OY. This is the word choke. We hear a long O sound here, like in whole, lone, cloak, choke. So we're going to put it there. Here's the word bowl. Again, in this word, we hear a long O sound, so we're going to put it over here. Even though the long O is sounding different, it's sounding the same, but the spelling patterns are different. We have OA, O with a bossy E at the end, and OW that's making that sound. They're still long O sounds. Here's the word stole. I don't hear an oi sound like from the diphthong, so I know this is a long vowel. And again, this one is bossy E telling that O to say its name. This is the word oil, like you might put inside of your car to make it run. So we hear oi, and we see the spelling pattern oi, this time at the beginning of the word. We know it goes here. Here's the word moist, like something is just barely damp or wet. Again, we hear oi, and we see oi, so we know it belongs over here. Here's the word spoil, like if you leave food out in the sun for too long, it might spoil or go bad. I hear an oi sound and I see oi. Here's the word choice. I know it doesn't have a long O sound, so I know it belongs over here, but then I look at the spellings in this word and I see the pattern, but then I see that E at the end. And just like in voice and noise, even though I hear the sound, that E, because it's there, isn't quite following the same rule, so I'm going to set this one with the other oddball words. This is the word boil, like if you're boiling something to cook it. I hear oi and I see oi, so I know that it belongs here. Here's the word join, like I want to join your club. I hear oi and I see oi. I'll put it here. Run out of space. Here's the word coil. A coil is like a spiral of something. Like you might have a coil on a telephone wire or a coil on a spring. I hear that oi sound like in oil and soil, so I know it goes over here. And the last word is coin, like the money that you have in your pocket. Coin, I hear oi and I see oi. Make sure that you have sorted your words this way. I'm going to read down the columns to remind us of what we're listening for. In these words, we're listening for a long O sound. Even though the spelling patterns are different, they all make the long O sound. Whole, lone, cloak, choke, bowl, stole. All of those have a long O sound. Then we have the diphthongs O-Y, like in boy, toy, joy, soy. And that same sound oi can also be spelled with an oi, like in point, broil, joint, foil, soil, oil, moist, spoil, boil, join, coil, or coin. These three words down here all have that same oi sound. However, because they end in E, they're oddballs because usually bossy E changes the sound of the vowel. However, in these they don't. Like in choice, voice, and noise, we still hear the oi sound even though it ends in an E.